Hi Capricorn, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And Tribal Tuesday is back. If you have that one thing in your life, that niggling thing that you've always wanted to do, but just don't seem to be able to get over any of the hurdles that seem to come up with it, Tribal Tuesday is for you. It's a 4-week exploration of yourself, your psyche, and various other bits and bobs, utilizing the power of FLP to get you to where you need to be to make that thing a smash success. It's 4 weeks and it's brilliant. Mindset Magic, which goes live in March, is for building a mindset that is made for magic, that is made for manifesting, right? This is from abundance to everything and everything else that might entail. Mindset Magic is about it's a 6-week course that builds successively each week on each thing that you learn, so that you are left with a total system that you can use and replicate every single time that you want to create something new. With that said, I would like to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's see what the week ahead has in store for you. What does Capricorn need to know for the week ahead? And this week, your actions and your path ahead are, right? And it's you guys that have got this conjunction taking place in your sign. So you are feeling it, baby. Your first card out is the Queen of Swords, right? So this is on your this is your actions and your path. This is about sticking to your guns, right? And I'm going to be honest with you, Capricorn, the chances are in some respect you might have to go to war this week, right? Forgive the pun, I know, with everything that's going on in the world. It's probably not the best use of words, but you get my drift. The thing about the Queen of Swords is, like I always say, mouth like a sewer, heart full of gold. But the thing about this energy, right, especially when it's your actions and your path, this is about you fighting for something, and it's about you not even standing your ground. This is about you going on the attack. This is about you deciding to get something done, completed, finished, end of. This is about seeing it through to completion. And the feeling that I get from this is, whatever it is that you've been working towards, whatever it is that you have managed to build, now maybe comes under fire. It may very well be that in some way, shape or form, challenges arise for you this week. And the intensity of the energy kind of says that you're going to say, you know what, not only have I put up with enough crap, but I am smart enough, intelligent enough, and I've got enough grit to see this through to completion. The other thing with this Queen of Swords as well, you may very well find that some past issue either comes up for resolution, or you might find yourself, and I say this very, very, without, I don't say this lightly, you might find yourself retracting from something. It might be that maybe you've gone ahead with something full steam ahead, and you say to yourself this week, actually, you know what, I'm going to change directions, I'm going to change course. Nothing wrong with that at all. The Queen of Swords really is telling me that as for your actions and your path ahead this week, you are on the advance. You are going, you're doing your thing. And this is the thing, even if you have to retract a statement or maybe change course with the way that you're doing something, you're doing it in a way that is still bringing you that advancement. I feel sorry for anybody that goes up against you this week, because boy, they will get literally run down. So interesting stuff for sure. Your communications and your conversations, you have the Four of Swords. Now this is a really interesting energy for me, right? Because we've got there you on the advance with the Queen of Swords, and it's kind of like you ready and prepared to do battle for what you believe, for what you stand for, right? Ultimately, that's what it comes down to. And then with the Four of Swords here in the communications and the conversations, it kind of suggests that even if you are changing track, even if you are, even though you're on the advance, This is about something in the longer term for you. I kind of feel like you're at a point now, like we all are. This is a crux point where you go from this week is going to be very telling over the energy and the situations that continue to pop up in your life for some time to come. So this week, I kind of feel like it's almost like you're saying, you know what, I'm done with explaining, I'm done with talking, I'm done with words, I'm just going to start doing. This Four of Swords, you know, represents rest, withdrawal, sometimes taking a break, but I don't feel like that. I just kind of feel like this week you're going to be like, you know what, I'm done explaining, I'm just going to show you what I'm about to do, and you're doing it. It's kind of like, and you know, usually with Capricorns, even though it's a very sort of, you know, this is the way that we're going, I've always said that I see Capricorns, especially Capricorn females, as Miranda from The Devil Wears Prada. So, and you know, it's interesting as well because the Devil card represents you know, the sign of Capricorn. So just a little aside there, but she's very much, there is only plan A, there is no plan B, but usually they'll tell you what that plan is. This week, Capricorn, you're not even letting people know. You're just going ahead and making those plans. And then it's kind of like, once you've done it, then you'll let people know this is the way that things are going to be from here on in. So a very, very interesting energy indeed. Your money and materials, you've got the Three of Wands, right? So this is great. It looks to me like you've got some sort of idea for expansion or for growth. You may come up with something, and this will be very much out of the blue. It's not going to be something that, it might be an idea for a business that literally comes as a download that's fully formed and literally just takes on a life of its own. The feeling that I get from this is work, money, business, finance, all of that sort of stuff is going to go through a big upswing this week. But the chances are this is going to be something that's very much self-directed. It's almost like it just comes in and you're like, right, you know what, I understand what to do, which is great, right? Because it sees you really kind of thinking about what is the next step? Where do I go from here? And how do I get the most out of everything that's showing up right now? When it comes to your home, and we've seen this for you guys a lot. For some of you, this could be about a move. For some of you, this could be making the decision to move. For some of you, this could be about travel. I mean, especially with the Four of Swords there, this could be you planning a trip that will happen much later down, you know, much later down the line in the year. So really interesting energies for you, for sure. And then finally, your love and relations. So this is family ties and also personal, intimate relationships, right? So for family ties, the King of Cups is basically saying to you that this week you're going to have to school your emotions, right? Your head and your heart may very well be at odds when it comes to your family. And, you know, there might be a moment where you say to yourself, you know what? I need to really think about how I want to proceed here. There might very well be a lot for you to think about in that respect. For those of you that are single, the King of Cups could be coming in. You know, this is usually a water sign person, Scorpio, Pisces or Cancer. And with this, you know, for those of you that are single, this is a foreigner. This is somebody that has a very different background to you. Why do I say that? Because you've got the Three of Wands there. And it suggests to me that this person that's coming in, for those of you that are single, is very different from you, very different background, maybe possibly even from a different country or even a different continent. Very, very interesting energy. And for those of you that are partnered, you and your partner are strong this week. You and your partner have a lot of strength, power, courage together. It's like you're thinking with the same heart. And that is a really good energy. That's what you need, especially with a week like this, because, you know, this is it. This is the one. This is the week that, you know, we've all been talking about for the longest time. So, and it kicks off right there at the start on the 13th. So keep that in mind. And then finally, your key to the week is the Lovers card, right? The true connections in your life are going to be the ones that make you feel good. They're going to be the ones that build you up. The choices that you made this week, that you make this week, will be supported by the people that love you most. So whatever decisions you make, even if you don't necessarily inform anybody, it will be the people that say, you know what, it would have been nice to have a heads up, but that's cool, I'm behind you anyway. Those are your people. Pay attention to who those people are this week, because those are going to be the ones that make it through going forward, and also help you to build whatever it is that you're ready to start creating. For some of you, this looks like you not, and you know, because there was this whole backtrack energy, and I kind of feel like it might be somebody from your past. And for a lot of you, this is about a colleague. It's not like an intimate relationship or an ex or anything like that. This is a colleague. I mean, actually, now that I see, because the King of Cups as well, possibly an ex for a very, very select few of you, but for the most part, this is an old colleague either coming back into your life or somebody that you're reaching out to. With the Lovers card and the King of Cups close to in proximity, it really does suggest it could be a very fruitful union for both of you, but you're going to have to really put everything out there. So whatever, you know, whoever you're reconnecting with on a professional level, you got to be really frank and upfront and expect them to be the same, and make that. I mean, you're a Capricorn, so you know it kind of goes without saying. But if you know, if you get a sense that it might not be sure to kind of, you know, set that tone from the offset. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up for you, what it looks like, what's good, what's bad, what's ugly, what do you love, what do you loathe. I wish you all of the best. Take care, and I'll see you soon.